How's it going, everybody out there? Today we got a new 2021 model review on the new color on the Defender XT. This one is HD8, but I do have an HD10 as well. Same unit, different motor. They're both XT models. But before we get too much into the specs and just the the highlights on the 2021, let me go ahead and get you guys to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell so we can stay up to date on everything we got going on here, and you guys stay up to date with everything new for 2021. All right, guys, we'll jump into it here. We'll start here at the front and work our way to the back like we always do on these videos. With the new color scheme this year, we're really digging it. This blue is not like an octane blue. It is really a metallic, just an awesome looking blue color. It's got a great color to it, a great shine, and these are painted panels too, so they got a clear coat on them. They should hold up really well. They're not dyed panels, so they might scratch, but they're pretty durable for what they are. But great color this year for 2021. We'll start here. You'll notice this model does not have the signature lights like the Limited and the XMRs do. Not a big deal. I'm sure you could pick these up through the catalog or just as an accessory item, through the parts microfiche. All the XTs will come with a nice sturdy bumper here, and they also come down below with a 4,500 pound Can-Am winch as well. And these are cable rope, not synthetic. So some people don't like cables, some people do like cables. Just use them accordingly and they'll work just fine. What we do like about the bumper is it does offer some added protection on the front, and then a nice mounting spot for some cubes or a 10-inch light bar or anything like that. So it's really a nice option. On these models as well, you can pull the hood up, if I can get it out here. And underneath the hood here, you'll see, the brake fluid reservoirs, the fuse box, your buds ports, and then here it's just some more connections for like the winch, the solenoid for all that. So it's all tucked up high, nice, out of the way. Not like in years past where it's under the seat in close proximity to the mud and things like that. So that's a real cool feature for this year as well. Moving on back into the machine. Another cool feature on the XTs that they carried over, you will get a roof, which is super nice. Everybody likes that, but they did do the bolster seating in this. Being black on black, it's a little hard to see, but this is in the Limited models as well as the XMR, and they did carry it over to the XT packages, which is really nice. Gives you that extra just comfortability, and as well as being a little more seated in the seat for you might not slide from side to side. 3 seat belts, 3 passengers, or you can flip it down, 2 passengers, and you got a nice little center console here with cup holders and extra storage. So good little setup there. Standard Defender type stuff, seats lift up. The XT does come with the under seat storage box on the passenger side. On other models you have to buy that separate, but the XT does come with that, so it's a nice feature to have. You do get the toolbox, glove box up top, which is another nice feature to have. Some models don't come with that, like the base models, and some of the DPS I don't even think come with that. As Josh shown there, it's the easy way to get it in and out, and it goes right back in and it's secure. It ain't coming out no way. Over on the dash side of it, this does have a different dash, even though it's got the seat like the Limited and the XMR Defenders. The dash is definitely different, guys. You can see it here. Still like the flush, the flush tile, the flush, recessed smooth back here. And you'll see that it's just, the standard, almost like the ATV style dash on some of the higher end ATVs. And that, that's new for this year. Last year, I think they had the bigger dash. This year they've changed it out and it's a little smaller, but still has all your functions, fuel, temp, full drive, miles, all that stuff. Does all that really well. We'll move on towards the back here. Oh, and on the XT models you do get the park brake, which is really nice. I'm assuming it's a park brake. I call it a park brake, but when you get on like a hill or something, you can push the brake pedal down and then this just pulls up and locks in. So that's really nice. It's a standard feature on XT models and up. And to use it, you'll just push down and then just pull up and it holds. And then when you get back in, you just push down, it lets back down and you're good to go. So that's a really cool feature. As well here, this one does have the keypad to operate the functions in the dash. You'll see like trip, and then you can go to your menu, and then driving mode, sport, work, eco, things like that. And it shows up in the dash. So that's a pretty cool feature to have. You can go through the menu, get your speed stat, engine temp, battery volt. So it's got some options here with the dash being a little different than years past. So it's a little give and take. It still works out good, does everything you want it to do, just like other models.
Rear locking good.
Oh yeah, and on the XT models you will get the rear locking differential, so you can lock it in or out, so you can be a little more friendly on your yard, so you're not tearing the grass up. And then obviously it's full drive. This is the Visco diff in these, so it doesn't have the smart lock like the XMR. So a little give and take, but the price is reflected in that. Moving on back to the bed area, we'll lift it up and show you how, guys. I mean, it's easy. It's got a gas strut that lifts it up out of the way. And we'll start talking about the insulation and the heat, material here that they have here. They also have it on the gas tank over there, and then around all the exhaust. So it tries to keep as much heat out of the cab and out of the bed as possible. You'll see here, we've got the coolant reservoir where you can add to it if you need to. Easy, quick to check. This one is an 800, the V-twin Rotax. Pretty straightforward. That engine's been around for a long time. It's really tough, really durable. Works out great. Move on to the beds area itself. I got a huge bed here, guys. This bed will take up to a full-size pallet, which is really nice. It's got integrated molded in sections to hold boards in, so you can kind of segregate the bed into different areas, maybe for some tools up front, and then maybe some kind of feed or dirt or gravel or mulch in the back. Works out really well. You got stake pockets here, so you could build up a wall if you want. BRP offers some really nice added walls here, so you can have like a headache rack with some side walls, so you can haul really big stuff for a dog or something. So there's definitely plenty of options. You do get the colored panel on the bed as well on the XT packages, which is really nice. The DPS and the base models don't get this color bed panel, and it just adds to the the look of the machine. LED tail lights, heavy duty bed. These are steel cable, and this will hold up to 250 pounds. So you can sit on it, work off of it, do whatever you need to on it. Got some little molded in can holders if you want to have a drink back here. It's got the bucket molded in holders up front. And you'll notice on the back of these, they all have the 2-inch receiver, same as you pickup truck, so you can use the same hitches in your truck to haul the trailer around the yard. This thing will tow it no problem. It's got great capabilities of towing. I've seen people, I'm not saying do this, but towing a full-size truck on the back of this thing around the yard on trailer, just to show you how capable it is. I think it's 2,500 pound towing, 1,200 pounds in the bed. I'll have Josh correct me somewhere here on this thing of what the actual thing is, but it's a great machine, guy. We've had these in demos before. I've ridden them. A lot of the guys around here ride them. I've taken them to Wildcat. I've taken them to Brimstone. I've taken them to about every off-road park close to us and ridden them. They do really good. I've had all different models, from a non-power steering that I've driven, an 800. I've had a Max HD10 and drove it all through Wildcat, no problem. XMR, bench seat one. Drove it all over, never had an issue. So they're really capable, guys, to do, a little bit of both. They'll work great, but if you do like to go out an occasional ride, they can do that. You just got to be honest with yourself again when you're picking out a model at the dealership, what you're going to do with it most. But that's the main highlights on it, guys. Like I said, it's got some more features than some of the other models, but it doesn't have some features that some of the higher end models got. But the price does reflect that. You're talking mid-teens on one of these models, where if you're talking like a Limited, you're probably 25 grand. You're talking a XMR, you're closer to 20 grand. So 5 grand savings. You give a little, but you get a little. And I think, that's a good, option that BRP has afforded everybody to have, so you can work with your budget and still get a quality machine. And as always, guys, just, ride safe, buckle up when you're out on these things. And if you have any questions or want to inquire about these prices on these two models we have, just call us here at the shop, and one of the sales guys will be happy to help you guys out. All right, guys, pro tip of the day. You spend all that money on a new machine and you got these nice panels here. You want to keep them looking nice. Pick you up some of this SC1 stuff. It's from Maxima Oils. I'll tell you what, this stuff is like painting a can. It brings back the new, the shine. It works better than Armor All because it just, I mean, it just doesn't get that oily, to it. I mean, it looks like a clear coat in a can. So if you guys have got a buggy out there, even used, you can apply this stuff and it'll make it look like new again. So check it out there. We'll post a link down below on it, but it's SC1. We sell a ton of this stuff and it's a pro tip. We use it on all our stuff around here.